Hey everyone, Aurelius Chin here, and in this video I want to share with you a program called Designrr. Now, if you're one who wants to build an email list or perhaps launch your own ebook, then Designrr is going to help you shortcut the way that you'll be creating a PDF ebook or lead magnet, reports, worksheets, and things like that. So it's all web-based, meaning that you don't need to install anything such as Photoshop or Illustrator or InDesign on your computer. Everything is web-based. All you need to do is just log in, and you're given a suite of tools, the things that you can use, like editing tools that you can do on their program. So checking out the Designrr website, you can see that they're basically USPs that you can create stunning ebooks and reports in 2 minutes without writing a word. At the time of this recording, there's a special offer for $27 for lifetime access, meaning that there's no recurring fees or anything like that to use Designrr. The usual way to create ebooks is to open up a Word doc or Google Docs and to start typing away, and then hopefully, gaining the skills enough to design an ebook that actually looks good. The great thing also with Designrr is that you're given these templates that are ready-made out of the box, so you can use, so that you don't need to come up with something from scratch. So without further ado, once you do, I want to show you in this video how to go about actually using Designrr. I'm going to show a real life example of how I'm going to turn one of my plain documents. This is a potential lead magnet of mine that I want to share to my subscribers, turning that into a very professional looking PDF lead magnet. So once you do make that purchase, if you do purchase through my link, I do get a commission, just as a side note. So once you've purchased Designrr, you're given a login. And once you've logged in, you'll be shown this dashboard where you can see projects, drafts, media manager, promote Designrr. And where you can start is to create a new project. Now, let's take a look at some of the templates that they provide also in these steps coming. So add a project name. So I'm going to call this 15-point sales letter. All right, checklist. Now, this is the project that I'm working on at the moment. So a 15-point sales letter checklist that someone can follow. But you're going to have to choose a source. So you're going to import your file from a URL, and you're going to import from a PDF or Word document, or from Facebook. I haven't tried Facebook myself, but feel free to give that a try. But let's go with the most common way, which is importing from Word. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to choose, I'm just going to leave it as my ebook and link to docx. So I'm going to upload a file from my disk instead. Okay, so I've selected my file and it's uploading at the moment. And now I can choose a template. So step 2, choose a template. Now, as you can see right off the bat, these are quite professional looking. They look great, in my opinion, design-wise. Scrolling down, you'll see many more, depending on what niche you're in. Perhaps you're in the parenting niche. There's relevant ones there. Real estate. You've got pets, spa, spiritual, wealth, wildlife, yoga, outdoors, many more. So feel free to check it out yourself. This doesn't go without saying, one of the upsells with Designrr, as a side note, is that you're given more templates. And that's last time I checked and when I signed up. But with the ones that you're already given for that one-time payment of $27 is enough just to start off with. I'm going to choose this one here. This looks quite good. Public Speaking 101. And choose a page size, just choose letter or A4. I'm going to click next. From here, we give the project a name. So 15 point, I'm just going to keep it short. Footer URL. So do you want to link this to a certain URL, a website, perhaps a blog of yours? Whatever it is, this is where you can put it in. And I'm going to click next. Now from here, it's going to generate a format there, right? So an ebook format of that Word document that you just imported. So you can see I've got the 15-point sales letter blueprint to sell any product or service. So that's what my the imported file was about. Now it's not going to do it perfectly right off the bat, but this is where the editing phase comes in, and you just make those minor tweaks here and there, and obviously make it look the way you want. So we can see that it's added the text that was from the Word document. Now all I need to do now is just, neaten it up and make it look more readable. So it was meant to be the 15-point sales letter blueprint. So that's the title. Now at the front here, we obviously don't want the default the title here. So all we need to do is just put in our own title. Let's say the 15-point sales letter blueprint. I'm going to keep it short because the actual title is longer, but I'm going to keep it as is. On the left side, you're also given even more flexibility in terms of the font style, the sizes, whether you want shadows and things like that. So there's all those types of effects there if you want to add it there. We also have this text that we want to remove, which was the title of the ebook when we went through those steps to starting this project. I'm going to delete that. As easy as that. Now, also want to edit the author name. So this is where you can go ahead and add your name to the title page. We can also remove this. I don't need too many of these titles here. Let's delete that altogether. But if I double click this, I can see there's more options. I can choose a different font style. Let's see this one here. We can also choose this one here. Let's see if there's any others that we can perhaps use. Roboto, so that's a nice plain one. We've got Railway, so I'm going to stick to this one right here. Looks quite good. Increase or make it bold and center it. All right, now it obviously doesn't stand out against this background. Choose a background image for this page. So there we go. We can just select it there. You can drag and drop certain images based on what you want, and you can grab a whole bunch of free stock photos at unsplash.com. That's one of my recommendations if you need some free stock photos and ones that come with license rights to use it on any material. All right, so you can upload there, but in my case, I don't want to go through all the steps. But you get the idea that you can, it's flexible. You can add things, you can edit things. But to actually change the color of the text, I'm going to highlight. And from there, I'm going to go text style. And I can see that the existing color is this blue color, but I want just a plain sort of white one. So that's not exactly white. If I just hover over, choose what I want. And there we go. That kind of pops out a bit more. But you get the idea. I don't want to spend too much time just playing around and tweaking in this video. But there we go. That's the title page. And I've made the edits in terms of the author name. Now at the bottom here, where the actual body of the content starts, we can change the header here. So instead of saying my ebook, we can say, the 15-point sales letter blueprint. And from here, we can remove things that were previously from the original doc. So this was from the document that I imported. Delete that. Now we can go ahead and just leave the text as is if you're happy with what you have. I'm going to change the text where it says the blueprint and change the size. So if I double click, I then am given some options to change the text size, increase it a bit more, so then I can make it look different compared to the other headings in the paragraph. Now, we don't necessarily need to have everything that was in place with the template. I'm going to click that and delete it. We don't need an extra footer. It's just getting a bit too cluttered at the moment. We can also delete that. And as you can see, it's a bit more cleaner now. I also noticed that I changed the header with the text, but it's not taking effect with all the other headings. All right, it took me a few seconds to figure this out, but if you hover over the H icon, it says apply text to all headers. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to confirm it will apply text from this header to all page headers. Are you sure? You can click OK. And from there, as you can see, it's applied it to every single page of this report or PDF. I'm going to also delete this and this, so that we are now to the end of the report. Now with the template, there's also this extra page where you can add a bit more content. Feel free to edit as you wish. Perhaps you want to promote a product of yours or provide more information. This is where you can edit it. But I don't necessarily need this page, so I'm going to click this, and then there's a delete page icon, and click OK. That is about it. And when you're done with editing and you're happy with the result, then all you need to do is hit the save button just to save it in Designrr. And once we've done that, we can also hit publish. Once you hit publish, you can select PDF, and from there we can export it by selecting export. There's also some other options to export it as a Kindle if you want to submit it to the Kindle marketplace, and also HTML. Now these do require pro accounts, so you can upgrade from here, but I'm going to just click export. It's going to generate the PDF. And as you can see, there it is. That's the PDF version. This is the finished, or the final copy that your subscribers will see, or your customers will see once they download your PDF document. From here, I can also just give it a save, so then I can actually save it to my desktop or my computer. All right, so that's Designrr in a nutshell. The beauty of it really is that you don't need any design skills. You don't need to learn how to use Photoshop or InDesign, which can be very cumbersome and take you many hours to learn. And also, you don't need to hire someone to actually design your ebooks or format your ebooks. You can do this all yourself, especially if you're just starting out. All right, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. In the meantime, be sure to continue watching these videos to help you continue growing your online business.